And 3, and 2, and 1. What's up, George? What's going on in the House of Craze tonight?
In the House of Craze tonight, we have repeat offenders. We have the crew that was here a few months ago talking about the dark form. And we're going to be talking to them about their new project. Plus, we're going to have a little chat about, rising prices and inflation and comics. Is it affecting you, your pricing, etc.? Coming up next.
Yeah, let's get it.
We are the only show for independents all around, giving you a platform to spread your word all over town. Catch the Craze is the place to promote to your fans with the Dreamer, Medina, and Sam the Crazy Man. Subscribe to our show and never miss an episode. It's time to get your mans, listen to us on the go. Updated every week, we never miss a day. Join the squad, come on in. It's time to catch the Craze. If you are an independent, catch the Craze. Making moves on your own, catch the Craze. On your grind in the streets, catch the Craze. Join the movement, catch the Craze.
Yeah, George, we did it again. Come on now. You know you want to do it. Catch the Craze. Welcome to Catch the Craze podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sam the Crazy Man Vera, and I am with
George the Dreamer Medina. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Catch the Craze. It is Tuesday, January 23rd, bro. January 23rd. It's almost the end of the month.
Yes.
And we are coming to you live with another episode, and we have returning guests, Marco Saporito and Daniel Russomano were here a few months ago. They were promoting a project called Dark Form. Today, they're going to be talking about a book called New Dawning, which we will talk about in just a few minutes. And we also have, obviously, the Get Your Meds segment, so don't miss that. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, comment, do all that fun stuff, share the video, hit the notification bell, all of that fun stuff, so that you know when we go live. It's usually Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can't miss us. But what's happening, Sam? What you got going on in your neck of the woods? Is it raining in Dallas?
Oh, it's crazy raining, bro. It's crazy raining.
Yeah,
man. It's a lot of rain. It's raining. It's gonna be raining all week. And in Texas, they have a hard time driving in the rain. So that's just facts. Don't get mad at me. That's just facts. So yeah. So it's raining out here. It's a little crazy. Right now it's just really about getting ready for convention season kicks off in high gear. What's up, listen to his house.
At least.
So convention season kicks off in high gear, and sub the channel if you do. George may illustrate your comic in 75 years. Just 75. That's not a long time.
No.
That's not a long time.
Diamonds are forever, baby. Diamonds are forever.
Shots.
What's up, Krista? Joy.
Yeah, man.
Joy.
Man. It's crazy. So yeah. So I'm starting off the convention circuit, kicking it into high gear with Texoma. That's in Oklahoma. That's in February. And then to LitCon, which is in March in Greenville, Texas. Going straight into Central Texas Comic Con, which is in Waco. That's in April. Then Comic Palooza in May, which is crazy, which is going to be dope. Superhero Comic Con, which will be in June. And then College Station Comic Con, which is going to be in September. So it's a really robust year of events that I got going. What's up, Hugo? It's not people's dollars that they can't drive. It's the rain. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, they just can't drive. And you gotta take them to New York to teach them how to drive in all weather. So we got that going on. Fun fact, I did pick up a new book on top of that by Scotty Young. It's called Twig. The artwork is fantastic. I haven't read it yet. But the interiors and the colors and the pages are just brilliant. They just pop off the screen. It's really fantastic. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I got captivated by the art. As an artist, I'm like, oh, that's inspiration right there. And what else is going on? Yeah, A Kid in the Comic. A Kid in the Comic issue 4 has been shipped out. And they're getting ready to start shipping out issue 5. And so if you don't know what A Kid in the Comic is, head over to akidinthecomic.com, akidinthecomic.com, where basically old school comic strips are back, newspaper style comic strips, and it's a newspaper filled with tons of great comic strips. And Duty is a comic strip, along with a bunch of other fantastic artists and creators. And this is what it looks like. It's a newspaper, and it's chock full of goodness, with a lot of talented creators, and pretty excited about that. So visit akidinthecomic.com if you want a copy for yourself, or stop by any one of the conventions that I'll be at, and you can get a copy directly from me. So yeah, that's what's going on there. What's going on with you, George?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Hugo. He says, "Hi, Ellis, Simon, George with a J." What up, my brother? Yeah, no. So I'll be at the convention you're going to be at in what was that? That's in February. That's at the end of next month.
Yeah, man.
I'll be traveling out to the good old state of Texas, meeting up with Sam, and then we're going to do a little road trip up the road, up north into Oklahoma, and check out the sites over there. Check out the convention. You've never been, right? You've never been to that convention.
No, this is the first.
Yeah.
So they're the same. It's the same crew that runs Cowtown, and and so when I was at a book signing, at a grand opening of a brand new comic book location, the actual convention promoters came up to me and said, "Look, we were told directly to speak to you. We want you to come to our show." And I was like, "I'm excited, thank you." And so I signed up for it. I was like, "It's a 2-hour drive. I'm good with it." And then the Dreamer Medina said, "Yo, I'm gonna go head out there, so we're gonna hang out."
Go out there, son.
Yeah.
So,
we're gonna catch up with Lori Calcaterra. Hiya!
Yeah. So Oklahoma. So I'm excited about going out there because I have a little map in the house with magnets, and I'm trying to hit every single state in the great United States. Yeah. So Oklahoma is one that's missing. So far. Yeah, man. I've hit a bunch. So Oklahoma's missing. So when that was available, I was like, when am I going to go to Oklahoma? Like, what am I going to do in Oklahoma?
What are they known for? What's the cuisine? What's the food?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never been.
That's a fun fact.
Cuisine in Oklahoma. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's I think it's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to that. And then in April, I'm going to be going as a spectator to C2E2 in Chi-Town. Going to head out to Chicago, Illinois, and I'm going to go check out that convention. And then I'm trying to book a few in the summer. I think in June there's a convention here in New York, the Brooklyn Comic Con, that I'm looking at possibly doing. Boots right now, 10 by 10 boots are $600, bro. Corner, it's New York.
New York Comic Con?
Brooklyn Comic Con.
Oh, Brooklyn. 10 by 10 booth in Brooklyn? What's the turnaround? What's the traffic like?
It's it's a pretty large show. They moved locations. Last year they were somewhere else. They're moving it into a bigger location, to the Armory. So apparently it's growing. So I'm looking into that. Johnny's always down. Johnny's like, "Yo, dude, let's do it." So I may hit it up. Yeah, so that's still up in the air. And then in July, I'm going to be going up to Plastic City Comic Con, hanging out with Keith Gleason and them boys. So I'll be out there, and that's in Massachusetts. Yeah, that's in Massachusetts. Then in August, I'm going to stay in Massachusetts, go out to Boston, and go to Wicked. I'm going to go to Wicked Comic Con out in Boston. That's in August. September, hit up Baltimore Comic Con, and then I may be rounding out, ending the year at the New York Comic Con again this year. So that, those are going to be the places I'm going to be going to. Check out getyourmeds.com. I have all of the information on there if you guys want to check it out. I have links to the shows if you guys want to buy tickets to go to the shows and you want to check those shows out. That's all on the website. So check the website out for that. And then don't forget, you can also check out The Adventures of Wonder Duck on the website. And you can also check out Russ5377, which I am.
Anniversary, right?
Yeah, happy to announce it's his 25th anniversary this year. So sometime in May, I will be celebrating officially. But yeah, 25 years old he turns this year. And go to, like Sam posted up there, go to the Any1 World website, any1world.com, and pick up all 6 issues of the book in PDF form. I'm actually working on a new cover for the release of the 25th anniversary graphic novel. So you can pick that up also on the website eventually. And I'm actually linking up with ASAP Imagination, who's going to be doing some of that publishing internationally for me. So make sure you check out ASAP Imagination.
I'm international. I'm into cash no ways. I got dollars in my pocket, and man, it pays to be smart.
Quiet down, simmer down, simmer down. It is my time. Simmer down.
I want to sing. I want to sing.
I want to sing. Yes, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that this year. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. If you guys go to the website, I also have a YouTube channel called Get Your Meds, and on there I have a show called The Art of Comic Writing. If you guys sign up, I will be actually sending out PDFs, and I've sent out a couple of PDFs out to people who have been asking about the PDF for the original copy of the book, which I'm reprinting this year. I'm printing it out and re-releasing it with the original art, the original story, all that stuff before the change. So definitely check that out. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a good show. Oh, also pre-order Dark of Night issue number 2, which is Lupin's Reclaim This Time.
I know, man. It's like I go to the bathroom for a second.
Yeah, so they what you call it? So check that out. We pre-order that. Go to the ASAP Imagination website and pre-order that Dead of Night. Yeah, Dead of Night. Right now, I wrote that book, issue number 2. So check that out. But yeah, buddy, that's what's going on, dog. That's what's happening this year, man. It's a lot going on. A lot going on this year.
A lot going on. I've been struggling with creative block for a minute.
Dude, you are struggling. I'm like, bro, I'm waiting for them pages for that.
I've never experienced this in my life. And so, one of the things that's also been a challenge, because work has been consuming a lot of my time. And not only that, but the personal life stuff, right? So sometimes when I get home from work, I'm so exhausted having to go upstairs to my office.
Lou said she'll send you some ideas.
I'll send you some ideas. That's why I got this book. Thank you, Lou. That's why I got this book, to try to get inspired. I'm trying to find, inspiration everywhere. And so one of the challenges is like everything feels like work now. Like even when I come home, right? So I come home, by the time I get home, it's an hour drive, right? From work. I get here, I'm exhausted. I want to eat, unwind. But then to go upstairs to my office means my dogs have to come with me. I have to get them situated because they got their little beds in my office. Because, if they're not with me, they're going to be barking the whole time, right? It feels like work. Then I got to come up here, turn everything on, right? Try to find the inspiration, go back to where I left off and try to catch up. So for me, it feels like a heavy lift. So it's like, and then what's happening is quality time, right? Because it's either work or work. Right. So where's the quality time? Right. So I was like, where's the even balance? So then I decided to make an investment, and I got me an X Pen tablet, 13-inch. So because I can't draw on the iPad, shout out to Lupin's. I don't know how you do it. I tried it. It sucks for me. And I'm always having to zoom. I'm like, forget this. So I got me a tablet that I can have on my lap and sit in the living room and spend time with my wife and have a conversation while I draw. Right. So at least I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm available. I'm accessible. I'm not locked in an office all night long. We're not talking. So at least we can talk and I can draw. So I had to pull out my MacBook Pro that has been sitting in the closet since I moved here for 2 years. Right. So, and it's slow as a mother. So I had to, get that going, set everything up. And I'll start that tomorrow because it just came. I just got it. And so I was on the fence for the past few weeks. I was like, I got to solve this problem from the creative block. And not make everything feel like work anymore. It's like it doesn't feel fun. I'm trying to get the fun back in it. So I'm hoping that solves the problem. And I can start drawing and getting my stuff done. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't expensive. It was a very affordable. And so we'll see what that happens with the creative block that I've been going through.
Did they I guess, well, you do a lot of sketching, obviously, like on the YouTube channel, on the Art of Samuel Vera. You do some sketches on there, right? So like does that kind of help you kind of like just
I think
the rust off a little bit, or not really?
I think what happens is my mind is not focused, right? So like I'm not in the zone. Right. And so I think it's like I'm thinking about all these other things. And so then I went up sitting back and I start going into this contemplation mode. And then I'm like, so I have to find a way to get back into the zone. And I think that's the biggest thing for me is like, how do I get back into the zone?
Yeah.
How do I get back into the game? And how do I block everything off? I used to be really good at taking everything out, blocking it out, and just getting in there. Now it just seems like, I'm so preoccupied with a lot of stuff, real world stuff, that it's just like, what the bloody hell?
I'll say this, man. I think that, and this happens when you're searching for like artists, right? Sometimes you'll see an artist who is an amazing like pinup artist, or they do amazing work with portraits or stuff like that. Where you look at that stuff and you're like, wow, that's amazing. And then when you hire them to do a comic book, you realize that their sequential art isn't exactly up to par. Because I think that there's a difference between being able to draw a pen, a print, or something like that, and then sitting down and writing or drawing an entire story, in sequential form. And I think that that's what you're struggling with right now, is getting the sequentials out so that the story makes sense and it looks dynamic, and the angles are incredible and it just looks great. And when you can't focus, it makes it even harder to get to that point, because you're putting a lot of stress on yourself to say, damn, this doesn't look right. So you know what? I can't even do it. I can't create.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know how many pages I just like scrap? I was like, delete. The good thing about it, doing it digitally, I could just hit delete. I've deleted so many times, like, it's like, that's not the look I'm looking for. Oh, it's like, and I'm like, I'm like overthinking it. I used to be so fluid, now I'm like overly thinking it, right? Like I gotta have the same approach I have to when I'm doing these one-shot pieces, right? This print. Because when I go in it, I go with no idea. I just said, let's see what I draw today, right? And I step, and it comes out, and then I'll create the character theme, and then I'll start building the background. I got to approach my pages the same way.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think pages or sequential art is complete. It's like a different thing, like. And I don't know. I mean, if there are any artists in the audience, how do you deal with that? How do you break through, right?
I never had this problem.
Art. Yeah. What do you do? Like, yeah, for real, man. Johnny's
like,
in the house. What up, Johnny?
Jay Syfax in his house.
Word up. So let's talk a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about comics, Sammy. When are we going to the topic of the day today?
Let's go to the topic. Yeah, I don't have a graphic for it, but we'll just.
You do. I texted you.
I never got it. You never got it.
I
bet you see your draft mode.
I gotta show receipts, bro.
Fake news.
Look at that.
I don't have it. When did you send it?
I sent that let me see. When did I send it? I sent it.
I don't have it
today at 6:32. That is your name. Look at the other ones. Look at the other ones I've sent you. Look.
These are the ones I have. I don't have that.
Yeah. You gotta pay your bill, dog.
The last one I have is this one.
You gotta pay them bills, kid.
I don't get it.
Lou says, I haven't deleted a digital art piece. I paint over it like it's a canvas. Interesting. So Lou uses digital almost like she would, treat a canvas. She just paints right over it. That's kind of dope. That's interesting.
Oh, I just scrap. I haven't
like delete.
That's pa fuera.
JD, look at JD, man.
That's supposed to be, yo, stop acting up. This is the behind the scenes stuff, bro.
This is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like this. Is the cost of doing business forcing you to raise prices? What do we get? Hit them with a little jingle anyway. Aniba's in the house. Everybody's coming.
Oh wow, Arroyos Compoyos in the house, man. Wow, let's get it.
It's time for your medicine.
Inflation, bro. Prices are going up. How is that affecting how you price your books, and how you are pricing yourself with the consumer? What's up with that?
Oh, you crazy. See, so for years, remember when we first started doing this back in the early 2000s, comics were a lot less expensive. Right, we can get away with maybe $3, $4. I think we started at $3, right? When we first started.
We were $3
because then we had to go to the bank and get the singles. It looked like we were coming. We were going to strip club.
I still get a lot of singles.
Yeah. So because you know what I'm saying, you had the $3. They were giving you a $5. You had to give them the $2. So, but then they went up to $5, and they've been at $5. Like my comics usually. I mean, now I do graphic novels, but when they're single issues, they're $5. And people kind of find it easy, just go into their pocket, reach out, boom, $5, here you go. Or if it's a 10, split that. Oh, do you want to buy 2? Oh, yeah, I'll just take 2. And now they got 2 comics for $10. But with the price of shipping and printing,
they just raised the prices on USPS, the postal office. They just raised their prices.
Right, right. Are we going to have to raise those prices at conventions? Are you going
Printers
to
raise
have to
their
go
price.
from a $5 book to a $7 book, or because I tell you that the big two have already done it. They've been selling books for $6 now. Some of them. So what do we do? Do we do the same? What do you say?
Say what you want, but don't play games with my affection. So for me, I always try to be I try to price it for everybody. So like I look at my peers when I'm at conventions and I see cats, pricing a 24-page comic book for $10, $15. I'm like, yo, you go with that. I don't know how you're doing it, but Godspeed. I always keep it at 5. The variant covers, I do it at 10. Um, the ones that come with a certificate of authenticity, a little higher price, but I may say offset printing bulk. I know, right?
I
Uno,
know JD's a big proponent of
yeah,
it.
you
You
just
know what I'm
need you
saying?
just need a bulk wad of money to offset the offset printing. Stop acting up. Yeah, you gotta save the money, right? So I'm gonna spend all my money on just issue number 1, and then I got no money for issue number 2. With
Wait,
that.
so JD, quick question for JD. How many issues are you printing of issue number 1 to get that dollar per $1 per unit
Probably
pricing?
pitch a
Because like
thousand.
Sam said, right, because like Sam said, you do have to print out a lot to
You need
get
some
that
chabo.
amount. You need chabo and you need space in the cribbo
Yeah,
because a
because now you put that
thousand
in your
books,
basement, and then if you live in New York, you get rain, it destroys it. Now you're out of
bro.
it. You lost all
Oh,
your money, honey.
imagine.
¿Qué
Oh,
pasó?
dude,
Way
that
to
would be no
go.
bueno, kid.
That's
That
no
would be
bueno.
bad business.
Yo,
Bad
don't put your stuff
business.
in basements in New York, bro.
No, especially in Jersey. Not
Oh,
not just New
Jersey.
York, but in
Yeah, I got
Jersey,
flooded in Jersey, bro.
bro.
Remember?
In Jersey, remember?
2,600 bulk shipping. Good
Anda el
Lord.
diablo, anda, yo.
Oh, this guy's balling. Make it rain.
Wait, so that's for every issue, bro? Issue 1, 2, 3, 4. Ay, papa.
He's got money,
Listen, if,
bro.
if you're making the sales, you do what you got to do.
Nah,
I've
nah,
seen
nah,
how
nah, nah,
Mr.
nah.
JD operates at shows.
Nah, he's
I saw
rolling
him in
deep,
person.
bro.
He's a beast, bro. He's a beast. But yeah, no, that's no. It does take a lot of money. But again, like going back to when you're doing on demand printing, printing on demand. Those books are coming in and they're costing us $5 if you
Yeah,
want
print on
color.
demand, you lose money when you do print on demand. When you're doing,
No,
you're
for
doing
sure.
like 100 here, 100 there, because I think it's tough for a little guy because I mean for the average independent to raise $2,600, right? You think about it, that's a lot of money for one single issue. If you have a library, you got to really work hard to sell that. If you don't have a fan base, you gotta find spots to sell it, conventions to sell it. You got to work. You got to hit the streets and go to the bookstores. There's a lot of work behind it. If you're willing to do that, good. If you're not, you still got to sell that product, right? So I think you got to make
Move
a
it.
decision that works for you. Um, I'm not there yet. I'm not balling like JD Rosario. So I think for me, it's like I do baby steps, right? I do incremental, right? And then then there'll be a point where I might change tunes, but nah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I think issue ones are great, and if you buy a whole bunch of issue ones, that's amazing because people always, they're willing to buy that issue one. It's that second issue where you get in trouble, and that third issue,
Yeah.
and the fourth. You definitely have to be building that fan base as you go along, especially. And now conventions obviously now they're getting more expensive, so everything is rising.
Yeah.
Everything is. So do we start raising the prices on the books?
Right.
Is that a
So
solution?
think
Will
about
people
it. I
buy
mean,
the book
you
at that
would
point?
have, I mean, to make that money back, you have to sell a little over 500 copies. So if you're selling it for $5, right? So you have to sell a little over $500 to make back that $2,600, right? So, how long would it take you if you don't have that fan base? You didn't cultivate email distribution list. You don't. How long would it take you, right, to recoup that money so you can spend more, right? So I think those are the things you have to consider when you're doing these things. JD has a plan. He's been doing this for a minute, so
Yes.
it works for him. I said, but if you're starting out, it sounds great in theory, but what's the work behind it in order for you to
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah. I think that the perk and the plus of having that many books to move is that when you give a book away, you're not feeling it as bad as if you gave a book that you printed on demand. So you can offer buy one get one. You know, you can offer things like that when you have that many books that you can push, because to make that money back, you don't have to sell all of them, right? You know, at 26 at $1 a pop, you know, you don't have to sell all of them at that amount. But it's, for me, it's just, especially here in New York, it's where do I keep it? You know what I mean? Like, my apartment ain't gonna hold it. You know, now I got to go rent out a storage unit or something.
Word, you gotta get rid of all your hats, bro.
You got to get rid of the hats. Got to get rid of the hats. You know what I'm saying? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Man.
So,
I mean, it's a lot to consider. I think you have to have a foundation in place that you have a consistent outflow of product in order to have your inflow of product, right? So you got to have multiple streams of revenue to be able to sell those books, whether it's online, whether it's bookstores, whether it's conventions. You know, you got to have multiple ways to be able to get it into the consumer's hands to be able to recoup the money you spent, because that's not the only investment you're going to make. Right. So that's $2,600 right there. But then, like, if you want to do conventions, you have to have cheddar for that. Right. If you want to print stickers and buttons or pinups, you got to have money for that. Right. If you're going to do conventions, you got to have props. Right. You got to have display stuff. So there's a lot you have to consider. What's your initial startup cost that you need, and your operating revenue that you're going to need to keep it sustainable.
Think about the cost of your website, you know, to maintain your website per year. You know, and then if you are selling stuff on your website, which is great, and you should, now you got to ship that stuff out, and the shipping is going to cost you because that's gone up. JD says offset printing equals long-term growth. POD is short-term gains. And then utilize boutique distributors and give them wholesale pricing. Use some as giveaways at cons to get emails. That is $1 per email. How much do you pay for leads? 20 per email. So he's using them, you know, to gain emails and to do all that stuff. Of course, absolutely.
A man with a plan.
So you can, I mean, obviously you'll get rid of those. If you're giving them away like that and you use it,
you can't play handball, but he has a plan.
Wow. The trash talk. You've never even seen the man play. That's the funny.
I know, right? But you know, that's how we do in the block, right? We started that way, right?
Nice.
You're gonna have two older guys breaking their hips on the handball court.
Cute. JD says, "Son of a." But yeah, man. I mean, what are you guys doing? If you guys are selling stuff at shows, if you are a indie creator, what are you doing? Are you raising prices? Is that what you're doing? How are you combating that? How are you combating the inflation, the rise of the cost of doing business? Because I think it's getting high, dog. It's getting
crazy out there, right? You know, with the prices, there's gonna be a point where you have to look at your pricing strategy, right? And you got to have other things to offset that too, right? So I mean, one of the things that I try to do is make sure I have a diverse portfolio of product to be able to offer to a wide range of people, right? So I have people who are just sticker and button fans that they'll come because they love the character and the art and the design, and they'll buy up all the stickers and the buttons. I got people who just want trading cards. I got that. I got people who just want pinups. I got that. I got people who want the books. I have that. So I try to have as much for the many, because there's not a one size fits all. You know, the whole thing is hopefully they embrace the character, and then roads lead back to the book, right? So I have all these other options for the people who are just tailored to those product categories, but then hopefully they say, you know what, I'm going to give that book a shot because I really like this character, and I bought the button, I bought the sticker, right? So you got to figure out how you're going to try to have multiple forms of income, and try to reach the many with your strategy.
Yeah, man. You have to have a strategy, especially when you're doing this, and if you're doing this, and you're doing this as a business, and you're taking it serious, then yeah, you definitely have to take all those things into consideration. And unfortunately, in some cases, it is going to be having to raise prices, you know. Yeah. But that's where the quality of the book has to be good too.
I try to keep my price. So here's the secret to my method. I try to keep my book cover prices at $5 at the conventions, because I try to push my original art to offset cost, right? So my original art comes at a premium, and that it balances out or gives me, you know, cash flow. So I think but you got to figure out what works for you. If raising the prices works for you, go for it. But you got to be mindful of the impact to your wallet and your cost of doing business, right? I think that's the bottom line. But great conversation. We got the tag team in the background. So before we bring them in, we're gonna play a nice trailer that they sent to us earlier, and then we're gonna bring in the dynamic duo back again. So here it is.
In a city on the brink where darkness looms, in the shadows, a king of crime plots his reign of terror. In the heart of chaos, two brothers find strength in each other. They became the storm, rising to fight the darkness. Haunted by memories, a bond forged in childhood ignites. They stand tall. One story will rise. New Dawning by Marc Saporito and Daniel Russomano. Buy now on Amazon.
Dude, your trailer is fuego. Welcome back, guys.
Love that. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hey, guys. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
There we go.
Uh-oh. Nothing yet, guys.
Should I sing?
Nope. Oh, should you sing? I thought you said testing.
That sucks. That sucks. He doesn't want to hear me sing. I can't believe it.
I said, oh no.
Oh no.
Adiba, you're not there with the fellas. You're not there with the fellas helping them out with the production. We can't hear you, Mark. No audio. The trailer does look nice. I like the voiceover. I like what
the production value in the trailer was pretty fire.
Hell yeah.
I like that 3D-esque.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, these guys are raising the stakes.
Yeah, they stepping it up.
The art is fuego.
Yeah. Oh, they're out. Maybe they come back. Yes. Well, it is on Amazon right now. I haven't had a chance to read it. It's called New Dawning. So it looks like it almost sounded like it's part of the it's like within the world of dark form. I don't know if that's the case. Yes. The art is definitely fire.
That's what caught me when they sent it to me tonight, and I played it first because I wanted to see how long it was, and I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. I like it. I'm on the phone with
Aniba's IT right now.
IT right now. It's like, hello, come again.
Let's play one more time for the folks. Why not?
Play this.
Oh wow. Wow. Very, very dramatic. Very dramatic.
Bring it back. Let's roll it back. Oh, they're gone.
In a city on the brink where darkness looms, in the shadows, a king of crime plots his reign of terror. In the heart of chaos, two brothers find strength in each other. They became the storm, rising to fight the darkness. Haunted by memories, a bond forged in childhood ignites. They stand tall. One story will rise. New Dawning by Marc Saporito and Daniel Russomano. Buy now on Amazon.
What's up? Can you hear us? Hello.
No, nothing.
Is it me?
Oh, they can't hear us. We can't hear you either.
You have your mic on mute.
Yeah, your mic is muted.
No, their mic is muted. Your mic is on. Oh, there it is. Can you hear it now? No.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again? That's like a rule that you must say when you're in IT department. Have you turned it off and turned it back on again? Hugo said, I'm usually not a fan of that parallax effect, but in this trailer, it's a thing of beauty. It does work, man. It does work. I guess they're gonna try it again. Yeah, it looks good.
It does. Really I mean, considering these guys are like new to the game and they're killing it right now.
Yo, the voiceover alone, bro.
Oh.
Like,
There you go.
Hey, I got
Now
it.
we got
Man,
it. All right. All right.
how are you? Sorry, guys. Sorry. everybody.
All good, brother. All good. It's a live show. It happens. It happens.
Sorry, guys.
Technical.
Look at that. You got. Well, listen. You guys got everybody excited with that trailer. That trailer is just out of
man,
control.
We worked very hard with that, man. Really
That's
tough.
Nice. That is
A big
nice.
was a labor of love. You know what I'm saying? We did a good.
Yeah, Danny, is that your voice? Was that your voice on the trailer?
Oh, that's not Danny's voice.
Oh, is that my voice on the trailer? No.
No, man.
That was great, dude. That was great. Really, I mean, it's got everybody excited. Everybody in the chat is excited about the book. So,
Man.
you guys have been here.
All I gotta say, you gotta get the book. The book is it's
We'll send you a book.
We're gonna send you a book.
Yeah, no
Right?
problem, man. Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry,
awesome.
we did it last minute, but the book just came out. I got a little excited. I said, the first thing I said, I gotta call George, man. We gotta have a shout out to. We gotta have a shout out to Anibal and Junior out there.
Come on, you're up here.
Yeah. Anibal's in the chat. Anibal's in the chat. He's saying hello.
MDM Studios.
Nice.
Big time, man. So you guys were here before, Mark, and the last time we had you guys here, Dark Form was the book you guys were promoting.
Yes.
Where are you guys with the Dark Form? How's that going first, and then we'll go into this.
We still have it. We're doing it. It was just on a little hold because we're getting everything set up now, and we're going to be distributing that soon, very soon.
Awesome.
Yeah, we talked to a distributor actually today.
It was a surprise for Anibal. We were just.
But he's going to know now
because
he's watching.
Now. I got a distributor. I'm going to work with my. I have a cousin that is working with a distributor, and he's going to bring us in. So we're going to be doing that.
So we were going to hold that for Anibal for a surprise for him, but
surprise!
Shout out to him.
We're in, man.
We were going to hold that for him, but because it was good news.
It was good news.
But now we kind of blew it because he's watching the show.
Yeah.
He's excited. He's excited. Distribution. Oh yeah, buddy.
We got the second the story. It's all ready to go. It's just for Anibal and Junior to now we're gonna be in talks with them again. That's what we're gonna talk to him tomorrow. I was gonna call Anibal and get that started. But New Dawning is out. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble on their website. So check it out, man. It's a brutal story. It's a brutal story. There it is. There it is. Yeah. But it's got a good meaning. It's got a good. It's got everything in there, man. Love.
Well, it's a love
violence,
story.
Everything.
Yeah, it's a love story. It's a little violent, but it's
a lot violent. There's a lot of violence.
There's a lot of good content in there. We redid the whole book. We did the cover over. We did some content inside to make it a little better, a little bit more appealing. Which the cover, you guys had the cover there, right?
Yeah.
Cover.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Hugo says love is violent, guys. Love is violent.
I was gonna tell you, we got Hugo's book right here with us. His cover that he did.
People.
Oh, no kidding.
I don't know if you can see Hugo. Can you see the cover?
There you go, Hugo.
Wow.
That's Hugo's artwork right there.
Get out of here. Yo, I didn't know that, Hugo. Holy cow.
Yeah, I didn't know. You're holding out on us. What's up with that?
This was the director.
That's the director's.
Hugo says I did a cover.
What did he say?
Oh, wait. No, it's the wrong Hugo, guys. Hugo Bravo.
Oh, this is Hugo Bravo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got Hugo Dow. That's what it is. Hugo's like, I did a cover? I'm like, Hugo, you are amazing, bro. Yeah, no,
Hugo Bravo.
Oh, there you go. So let me ask you guys a question about the comic, and we'll go back to Dawn, but the New Dawning. How does it feel to have a book published, and how hard was it compared to what you thought it was going to be? What's your experience been like?
Very hard, man. It was a long.
We're very proud. We're very elated that we got all this done, but leading up to this, it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work. You know, we had to have, you know, Anibal did the artwork. Junior Mejia, he did the some artwork, and you know, you did the lettering for us.
Yeah.
No, so everybody, there's a stage to everything. Somebody has to do the coloring. Somebody has to do the lettering. Somebody has to do the drawing, the rough drawing, the final drawing. It's just so much involved.
Back and you know, like it is, it go back and forth and until you get it right. Which, like I said, you guys did an amazing job.
Yeah,
we're so proud. You know what I'm saying?
It's truly a team effort when you're working on these comics. You know what I mean?
But you see how people are involved in the book, in the comic book New Dawning. And then, you know, Hugo Bravo saw the cover and then he drew a rendition of the cover. But the artwork that he did, he actually made the comic to real people.
Real people,
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you see here, if you could see the cover, can you see our cover here?
Yeah.
Yes.
You got a good view of that?
Yeah.
You see that? Now if you see what Hugo Bravo did, he made the characters real people.
Like real people,
because
because
beautiful.
Like
he did a great job. And then here's the back. He did, you know, something on the back here too.
Yeah, that's Anibal's work right there. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
He's amazing, man.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at, you could see, and you could look at it and know it's Anibal's work, right?
Yeah.
He's amazing.
The Dark Throne crew will rise again.
Yeah. MDM, man.
MDM Studios.
That's right.
So Studios. That's where we are, man.
So Marc, New Dawning, right? The book that you guys have out. Is this a spin-off? Does this have anything to do with the Dark Form? Is that the same world? Totally different.
It's a whole different story.
It's a different entity.
It's a whole different story. It's a love story. I wrote this like I was 16 years old. This was my first attempt at writing when I was a kid.
Wow.
And it was crazy. I left it alone for years. You know, you get married, you have children, life's weaving in and out. So New Dawning was always in the back of my head. So in 2012, I wrote the book. It's a screenplay also. I have a screenplay and it's a sequel. I have a sequel out too. That'll be out soon.
Yeah, but this is actually a movie screenplay for the book.
Okay. For the book.
So we have it out in a couple of people's hands, but we're kind of waiting on some feedback. So
nice.
If there's anybody out there that's looking for a good movie, we got it written.
You're gonna be surprised, man. It's all fictitious. It's a whole fictitious story, but it's got a real feel. You know what I'm saying?
And it's actually written in New Jersey, in Nutley, Belleville, and Bloomfield.
Where I'm from Bloomfield.
In New Jersey. Then the story goes to Chicago.
Oh.
It's about a vigilante street gang.
That's where the violence kicks in Chicago.
That's what you see in the trailer.
They're called the E6 Thunder.
E6 Thunder. They're a gang that instead of they're going out and holding people up and killing everybody, they're saving their town. They're saving their part of town. And I don't want to give it away like I usually do because I
That's right. You can tell me the whole book to read.
It's so what happens, they gain a lot of popularity and the media blows them up. And then they have these separate towns that separate streets that come and they're coming for them. So they got to fend them off. And it's a love story. It's got everything in there.
Awesome,
well, for the book, the first guy in the front, that's Tommy. That's Tommy Cade.
Tommy Cade.
And the guy holding the bat, that's Big Vic.
He's the leader of
E6 Thunder. And you got Big Vic's brother, Gatch.
His name is Simon Gatch.
Simon Gatchy.
So he doesn't like to be called Simon, so they call him Gatch. And he's the maniac of the whole crew. And there's like about 150 of them. And they're the smallest gang. They're the smallest street gang, but they got the most.
So we'll give them a little. We'll give a little taste. So what happened was, Big Vic and Gatch, a gang called the Killer Dogs, killed their family. So they did it. They're a vigilante gang going after those people and any bad people in the town. So they're kind of protecting the citizens.
They're protecting the citizens, and you got to get to the end of the book. When you read the end of the book,
and then you got Tommy and Felice, who were childhood friends, and they reconnect when they go to Chicago. They reconnect, but I don't want to give you any more because
that's fine. That's fine.
That's the meat of the story, you know.
Well, let me ask you this, Mark. Where did the inspiration for the story come from? Is this something that you experienced as a kid, or where did it come from?
People think I'm joking around, but it came to me when I was 16 years old, and it was in a dream. Oh. I was sleeping one night, and this is a true story. Man, I got struck by lightning. We had a thunderstorm. I was in Bloomfield. My family and I lived in Bloomfield. I was sleeping. All of a sudden, the rain started pounding on the window, thunder and lightning. I woke up, and I remember I had, just before computers and all this stuff, and I got this inspiration. I just picked up paper and started writing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, holy crap, I was like jotting down things. I wasn't good in school. It wasn't like I went to school for this. It was just an inspiration. It felt like there was something, and this, people think you're nuts, but I felt like there was something in the room with me that night, holding my hand, writing. It was that intense. Nice. So I never let go of that.
So actually, let's talk about the other book. So we had the original book, had a different cover, different content in the book.
That was in 2013.
Mark and I got together, and he said, "How about we redo New Dawning, like a new addition to New Dawning,
like a 2.0 version?" And so that's what this is.
So we did the cover over. There's some content in the book that we did over again. So we shared ideas, and now we have New Dawning. The new Dawning.
New Dawning.
So Aniba kind of made a pretty good this meets that. He said sounds like the Warriors meets the Outsiders with some guardian angel reality.
Outsiders, the Warriors, and there was a movie from a long time ago because there's, like I said, there's a love story involved. Mm-hmm. And Tommy Cade, I could tell you this. He's like
you gotta read the book.
He's like a lost soul, like a down and out, but he's like a real tough son of a bitch, man. He does not, and he's Sixth Thunder. He's one of the members, like one of the core members. And there's a movie from years ago. Everybody would probably remember. It's old, in the 1950s. Was Rebel Without a Cause. Remember?
Yeah.
He's got like that like that feeling when you read it. And The Warriors was the baddest movie ever, man.
Right.
Ajax. Remember Ajax and The Warriors?
Oh yeah.
And that's what it is. It's like The Warriors meets Rebel Without a Cause.
Okay. All right. There you go. That's good too, man. So this book is how long is the book? How big is the book? How many pages?
75 pages.
175?
175. And then the screenplay is a little about the same length.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get the screen. Actually, we're trying to get the screenplay out there to make a movie.
Even independent, anybody out there that's an independent filmmaker looking to make a movie, I'm open to suggestions, and I'm really open to suggestions if we come up with a plan and make a movie and bring it to the world. It's going to be a game changer. Big game.
The cover art and all that stuff. Where did you guys get that done? Did you guys
got that? Amazon.
So that's another thing, because Amazon, when they do the book, actually the same thing we do with the Nibble. We tell them what we want, the content, what we want the guys to look like, and then they'll do a drawing and send it back to us.
And we kept going back.
So they kept going back and forth. So they'll send us a cover and say, "Hey, how's this look? We want to change something. We want more backdrop, more fire." So they kept coming back and forth, and finally, the cover you see now is the final cover that we picked.
Wow! All right, damn.
Art, if they didn't do the artwork, who was going to do the artwork?
We were our boy, Evil Man.
Of course, he was going to do our artwork for us, but not that we didn't need him. But when these guys started doing it, we figured we might as well just go with them.
It was a whole package.
Instead of going back and forth.
It was a whole package. You know, they give you
it's
price,
a package deal, you know.
And they say do this, do that, you know, because my initial thing was to just put my other book out, you know, like my original cover, but it wasn't up to standards from a long couple of years back. So I said that's when I got with Danny, and we, you know, came up with a plan.
We redid the whole book.
Redid the whole book.
Interesting. So they format it for you. They do everything. It's like you said, it's a package deal.
So I mean, in the book, you have when you have the book in the book, I mean, they put the pages in. You have your acknowledgments. You know, you could like
pictures, whatever.
Your family. You know, you could put your family and thanking your family for their support and everything. So they did an amazing job. They really did.
Is it a hardcover book, guys, or is it?
You could get it in a hardcover for $21.95. You could get it in a paperback for $9.95, or you can get it. Also, you can get it on an ebook too. And that's only like $1.99 for an ebook. You know, but I mean, I don't know how many people read ebooks, but I mean, to have a book in your hand, you know, to hold a book in your hand and read a book.
Yeah.
I mean.
No, I like the fact that it's a hardcover book. I didn't realize you guys had a hardcover. Yeah, it's awesome.
Hardcover. But like I said, you could get the paperback, but I mean, I'd suggest the hardcover. You know. But we're gonna send you a hardcover.
We're gonna get it, sign it for you.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Any plans on taking this on the road, appearing at any shows, at any book shows, or anything like that?
We didn't like the comic book shows and stuff like that.
Comic book shows, or even just book
shows,
like
book expos.
Yeah,
book expos.
We talked to a few people already
around the area here.
And we're gonna do a couple. We got a couple places. We're gonna do a couple book signings already.
We'll let you know. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we're gonna do some book signings. You know, mostly in the area here. And
there you go. Hugo just picked up the ebook.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, he just picked it up, so that's good. Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Watching, it is written in New Jersey. It's New Jersey. It's Nutley, Belleville, Bloomfield area, and then it goes to Chicago because Tommy Cade and Felice Levito, they were childhood friends in Belleville, well, Nutley, really.
They were kids,
when they were kids, and then for some reason, Felice goes to Chicago to pursue an art career. And Tommy winds up going there, and they meet up again and
at a party.
And then that's where the story begins.
At a party.
That's cool. That's good. Yeah. That's good. It sounds like a good story, man. And listen, I mean, if it gets those graphics, it's going to be great.
I got to keep an open mind when you read it because it gets, people. It's a little violent. I mean, you'll see.
I mean, there's love. There's love story. There's love. But
the overall premise of the book is, it's a good story. It's about sticking up for people. Don't bully people. You know what I'm saying? It has that.
There are messages. There are messages within that story.
Right, because the E6 Thunder gang they're good. They're not bad people. They're protecting people.
So they have to do things, and as you'll see in the story, as it heats up, you'll be like, "Wow! Like these guys are really going through hell." But they go through hell to protect their neighborhood. They're for strangers. Like who does that? You know what I'm saying? And so there's a lot of people that would shy away, but these guys are like full force. But you got to get to the end of the book. I mean. When you read the whole book,
the ending of the book is a surprise.
It's a surprise, and it'll throw you off and be like, "Wow, holy shit!"
You won't believe the end.
Aniba just asked. So this is full prose. In other words, there aren't any pictures. It's not a graphic novel. It's all prose.
There's only
a graphic novel.
There's only a picture of Danny and I, ugly faces.
Our bios are. The only pictures in there are me and Marc, where our bios are in the back and our pictures are there.
Gotcha.
In the back of the book.
This sounds great, man.
Don't hold my picture up to the mirror because it'll break the mirror.
Guys, this sounds great. I'm glad you put this together. And so there is a sequel or there is no sequel. What did you say about the sequel?
A prequel. Yeah, I have a sequel. I have tons of material. I mean,
okay.
I have another book. It's the sequel to New Dawning. And I have that and many more.
All right. And then Neela says, are you guys planning to make it an audio book?
We could do that too. That's down the line. We could do it.
More ideas. Crystal says, I like these guys. She likes violence. She's a violent person, so she likes violence.
Tell Anibal to get the book and read it. What does he want an audio for? Tell him to read the book. Jesus, what the hell, man?
Is that somebody you, eh?
Read the book.
We're Italian
Read
guys
the
over
book.
here.
Damn, I think it was just shy. I don't be reading and stuff.
He's like, audio book, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Only read comics.
Hey, you just got another sale. You just got another ebook sale. Krista Joy just picked it up. So you got another ebook sale.
Thank you very much,
man. Read the book and enjoy it, man. Just keep an open mind when you read it. That's what I got to tell you, man.
Absolutely. And remember, guys, when you pick these things up, make sure you put some kind of review on it because that really helps. Sales.
Reviews are very important for us because the more reviews we get, the better. It's better for our sales, and also for a bestsellers list. Yeah. You know, the more so many reviews you get, you go on the bestsellers list.
And say. And put, if you can, I mean, you have the reader say it should be a movie because that's what we're really aiming for.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that we're there at your movie release party.
I know, right?
That's what I'm saying, man. You guys will be invited, man. It'll give you the VIP.
Red carpet affair. Anibal wants you to narrate it.
Oh, he wants me to narrate it?
Yeah, he's got the
He's the best. You know, we wanted to make sure tonight that we gave a shout out to our fans, of course, especially Anibal. We love him. He's a great guy.
Anibal's
He's a great guy. We love the guy. And we want to just put a shout out. I got to put a shout out to my granddaughters who are watching today. My granddaughter, Mila and Paige. They're big fans of ours. Okay. She's got the comic book in her room up on the shelf. She's got the director's cut and the dark form up on the wall in her room. She's got stickers of the dark form because we had stickers too from when we were on your show. We had stickers. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Mila. I love you. You're the best. And my granddaughter Paige. She's only 4 months old. She was 4 months old yesterday.
That's it, man.
So we got a new granddaughter.
I got
congratulations, man. Congratulations.
6 kids. I love them all. Tyra, Dean, Marc, Dante, Ava, and Haley. I love them all.
Yeah, so we need to.
And I'm a grandfather. I just became a grandfather.
Yeah. Congratulations, man.
My daughter's in Florida. Love you, Tyra. Her name is Tyra. God bless you.
So Marc needs this to become a movie because he's got 6 kids. That gets very expensive. 6 kids. Could you imagine?
That's awesome.
You guys are the best, man. Anibal gives his love. He says, "Love you guys. You're the best."
He's a good guy. We love him.
Crazy. We got to get together. I remember those nights. We tell Anibal if he's still there. Anibal, remember the first night we met up in Nutley Diner? We went to Nutley Diner. We were sitting there. I was going all crazy. I was like on.
You Marc? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
He's sitting there laughing. And he's taking it all in, and and then we got the outline together, and we were sitting there and having dinner one night. It was great, man. That was the first time when we hooked back up again. Then the next time, poor Gabby, his wife Gabby, she had to be dragged in there. 2 guys talking comic books. It was great, man.
That's awesome.
Those are the things you never forget, man.
You never forget.
Don't forget, we did our promotion on your show too.
Yes.
Marc
Kickstarter.
We did our Kickstarter with you guys.
Yeah.
And that was a very big success.
Yes, man.
Yeah, you guys
We
did a
did-
great job with that book, man.
Harder. But then we had to, of course, do our mailing and do all our mailings, which was pretty much involved. You know, Nebel, Junior, they came over to my house and we did a mass mailing of all the comics that we, you know, got on your show, you know, that people bought from your show.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
So that was a big.
It's good times. And listen, whenever you guys have something coming out, let us know. We love to have you on the show. You guys are always a good time.
Touch with you, man. The fans out here, see if you want to see these two Italian guys back down.
That's right. They're friends of ours.
There's no. I'm being filtered right now. That I have no filter.
So what we were thinking also, I guess Anibal could hear this now. We were thinking about, you know, we have the New Dawning on Amazon. So you could just go Amazon.com, Marc Saporito, Daniel Russomano, New Dawning, and buy the book. But we were gonna put maybe thinking of putting New Dawning also.
No, not
dark form on Amazon also.
Nice.
You know, so you could just buy go to Amazon, buy the comic book on Amazon, because what Amazon does is they don't do a mass printing. It's print on demand. So you order New Dawning, they're going to print it and send it to you. They don't print a bunch of copies.
Yeah.
It's just print on demand. You order the book, they print it and send it out.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea, man. And that way people can get their hands on it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate you. The show notes are gonna have I think it's in the chat too, a link to the Amazon store, so people can pick it up. A lot of the, you know, some of the watchers have already picked up the book in ebook form, so that's awesome.
In Barnes and Noble too, barnesandnoble.com. Also.
All right, perfect.
Awesome. Well, Amazon,
we got a couple of different things going on.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much again for coming on. Oh, go ahead. Say it again, Dan.
Bye, Mila.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right, love you guys.
See you later, man. God
Peace.
bless. Take care.
Thank you.
Peace.
And this guy, the energy is on a whole other level, bro.
Love them. They're the best. They're the best. They are the best.
It's genuine. It's awesome. You know, I mean, and these guys are moving, man. They're making things happen, and I'm pretty excited for them.
Yeah, no, they're doing their thing, man. They're doing their thing. Those two are characters. That's right. Yeah, they really are.
They're pretty awesome. I mean, they make a great team. You know, the energy is infectious. You know, I wish them nothing but the best. You know, that's what's, you know, it's the great American story, right? You know, as they think about it, right? He wrote that when he was young, came back to it, right? They connected, they built the plan and the strategy, and they're just having fun, and that's awesome.
Yeah, no, and listen, man, these guys, you know, they've been doing this, you know, he's been writing for a long time. It's never too late to put your stuff out.
Never too late, bro.
Never too late, man. And look, and they feel like kids when they're talking about their books. It makes you young, bro. Like,
it gets me excited, bro.
I'm completely excited about this book, man. You know, they just.
I said, I gotta work harder to catch up to them. It's like, man. Dude, I read the first 50 pages. It's a good read. Wow.
Oh, nice. All right. There you go, Chris. Thanks.
Look at that. Endorsement right there.
They are a lot of fun, man. They are a lot of fun. But yeah, no, definitely check the book out. Thanks to Marc for coming on. And everybody in the chat, man. You guys, thank you so much for sticking around and watching them, you know, and joining us tonight.
Yeah. It's definitely fun. It definitely put some you're talking about that creative rut. These guys inspired me tonight, man.
You better go get some done.
Yeah,
that's amazing, dude.
That's amazing. If you haven't checked it out, the link is in the chat. Go and get yourself a copy of the book, man. Tell a friend. And if you like the book, don't forget to leave a rating on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. You know, it's fantastic.
I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. I don't know what you're talking about. Lou says another great show. I better get out of here before it gets. I know. It gets nasty. I better go.
It is McNasty. It is McNasty. Now, do we have anybody next week? Let's just see. Hold on 1 second.
Let's check the calendar. In the meantime, guys, make sure you check all of our social media and follow us there. we're always posting about when we're coming up with new shows and stuff like that, who the guests will be. So check that out.
Actually, next week is just me and George. So we're gonna come up with some hot topics.
Solo.
Me and
Nice.
George and you, the audience.
Yes,
So we're gonna come up
the
with some
two
hot
of us.
topics next week, and we're gonna get into it, right? So we're gonna get to some listener discussions. So get ready to debate with us next week. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I'm dodging that conversation like the Matrix, my man. Like the Matrix.
I know.
All right. What else you got, Sam?
That's it. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to check out the Art of Samuel on YouTube. The latest video on my art channel is, what is it? The latest video is what? I don't even know what it is anymore. It is.
In a minute.
I had the dang thing on the screen and it disappeared. Anyway, oh, here it is. Where did all the people go? Right? So check it out. And how much money I lost at the last convention. It's really good, insightful. Broke 2,000 views already, so that's pretty cool. So go and check out that vlog. The next vlog will probably be up in about 2 weeks. I try to do about once a month, just to keep people coming back. But yeah, so check out the Art of Samuel on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. If you haven't done so, if you like this episode, give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with a friend, and don't forget, we do this show for the indie creators. We want to spotlight the indie community. We've been doing this since 2005. We're the longest running independent comic book podcast show. We're the first ones for the independent community. And so we do it because of guys like Marc and Danny. I mean, these guys are fantastic. And, I appreciate those guys. I love your passion. Much success to you guys. You guys rock on. And so show some love. Help us grow this channel. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Share it with a friend. With that said,
listen. The bar's been set, Sam. If you guys are coming on the show as guests, that is the bar. Marc and
that's
Danny.
what we want.
We need that. That's what we need.
Want.
We want you to be. That's the bar right there. That's
it,
the
bro.
That's
the fact, dude, I was captivated. I just want to hear them talk, right? It's like, dude, it's like the only thing we were missing was some wine and some pasta. We were good, right? It's like,
listen, I can hear those stories all day, man.
That's it, man.
It's the passion and the excitement. So definitely. But if you haven't done so yet, like Sam said, just check out the show, subscribe. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everybody, for coming on. Big shout out to some of the guys that are also doing this. The Nerds of the Round are coming back with a new show. They should be on their channel now. And I'll be on with Mr. Philip Russert, who has a book coming out on Kickstarter, Fumigator, which I did the letters for. And I'll be on that show a little later on tonight.
I got more Kickstarters than I got here.
Creator-Con event on YouTube. So check that out. But man, that's all I got, dog. Let's get out of here.
So with that said, Sam, the Crazy Man Vera.
George Dojima Medina. Peace.
And we are what they do with it. Oh, excuse me. 1 second. Oh, peace. It's just easy. It's not.
Crazy. Acquiesce.
No, I was talking about my friend Acquiesce. I met him. Say my name. Say my name. Right? This is what you were thinking. Oh, how you describe me? He said, "I'm the."
What? Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. To Catch the Craze. You are listening to Catch the Craze on Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze.